Hi, hello, it's me, I'm back. I didn't expect to be back this soon, but yes. To the person who asked, yes, I will be covering it, at least a little bit. Mostly because of the specific mechanic that is the voting. I don't know if I mentioned this in my, everything I've ever read or seen ever video that I liked, but the Pyramid Game, a webtoon, fire, banger, great thing, go read it, it's fabulous. Anyways. It reminded me of that for a second. But the reason that I'm choosing to cover this is because I really enjoy the social aspect of this whole shindig. Because of the voting aspect, that makes things interesting. So, a couple things I want to mention. Grian's butt was completely saved by the fact that that question was unanswerable. I will say, watch this video with the context that I've only seen Grian's episode at this point. I have a lot of things I need to do today. A lot of things are due for classes, and I have work. So this is going to be quick. But while I'm at work, there's little pockets of time, so I will be watching. That's when I'm going to be watching. But while I'm watching, I'm not going to be watching everyone's POV. I will watch everyone's to collect specific data. Who did they vote for? And who's killed whom? I know technically there's the whole, oh, it's not your fault, whatever, what was it, Grinch or naughty list, I think. I am going to collect because you have to get the question right. So I'm going to be looking at every single question from every single video and seeing who voted for whom, because that's the interesting part to me, because if you'll, specifically, I've only seen Grian. So Grian voted for Joel. When he got the question correct, and I believe that is because it was like, yeah, I'd like for people to be able to PvP on Joel because he's green and has diamonds. That was a threat level management choice. The strategy here is not looking too scary and being nice to everyone, which means this is a great series for Scott. The problem is he just has to threat management correctly. Him dying in the first episode is honestly kind of good. It's bad, but it's fine because everyone went yellow. Because usually he's the last one that gets hunted for stuff, which still might happen. But the thing is, this is essentially creating Scott, but different every single time anyone wakes up. Because everyone's like, well, look, their name color is this color. Let's go chase them and kill them. That is the exact scenario that happens with Scott on the regs. Almost every single season, it's Scott is X color. Let's go kill him. Large group of people. Except for they just changed the color to purple, which I think is cool. I would prefer if purple wasn't associated with bad things, but I'll take what I can get. It's probably because of Watcher stuff. But the fact that it is a social thing, technically speaking, there is obviously there's PvP skill and stuff, but I like that the social aspect is being rewarded. Man, I'm reminded of Big Brother a little bit. The regular series, all the competitions, but there's still the social aspect which is important. Don't worry about it. But yes, you are getting the power of a vote. I honestly think the thing I'm actually curious about is how the votes are counted. Because is it just one vote that means you turn purple, or do you need two? Or is it just whoever gets the most amount, but carried over? So if someone got 2 votes, but someone got 3 votes, there'd only be 1, and it would be the person who got 3. So it's whoever got the most votes. But if this most votes ties, then it's more people. That would be my question. I might try and figure that out I'm gonna bust out the spreadsheet again, is what I'm saying. I'm gonna bust out my good old spreadsheet. I'm gonna be like, okay, who got each question right? Who got how many right? How many votes cast? Who did they cast their votes for? And if I want to, I might also write why they cast each vote. I don't think I will do that because that would be a pain in the butt. But yeah. I love me some good social strategy. And this ladies and gentlemen, is why I like Scott's POV. I've realized, I will say, the thing I was saying earlier, I don't know if I finished my thought, but the reason, because Grian was, nobody got that question right after the first one. Grian, he was kind of saved because he had that whole day to kind of like smooth it over and let people forget that happened and all that kind of sitch. And so he wasn't voted because in that time, other people became more threatening. Yeah. It is very much a threat management situation, is where you have to seem nice and not be too scary, where anyone would really have an incentive to vote you. And then you have to be strategic about when you vote for people, because I imagine they're going to adjust it. Grian said at the end of the video that he was like, that's too many. So I imagine there will be less next session, which means your votes are more powerful, but also less powerful because you have to be smart about who you choose to vote, because your vote might not go through. And so it might be worthwhile to talk to someone and form a voting block where you vote for specific people. We'll see if anyone does that. If anyone's gonna do it, I would imagine it's Scott. Anyways, I will definitely be having fun with this series. Yes, I do think this hard all the time. But yes, I need to go do other things. I have a lot to do today, so next couple days, I'm a lot less busy next week. So this weekend's a bit chaotic for me. So hope you enjoy. I will make either another video or just like a YouTube post with all the different things. Actually, no, I want to make a video. I want to make a video about it because then I get to yap a little bit. I love me a good little yap. But yes, I do have a lot of homework I need to do today. That is due today. Fun times! But hope you enjoy. Yay, new life series, even if it's a little one. Honestly, so down. So down. So excited. This is gonna be fun. Yeah. If you want to make my job easier, you can tell me how many questions. If you know, you can just tell me you'd be like, how many questions each person got right, because that would make my life easier, because I can go to the people who got more questions right, if you know, or just POVs of questions answered correctly, because then I can just, because you can kind of scroll through a video and find the spots, which is what I'm going to be doing in a couple hours when I'm at work. Hey, I have pockets. I'm only doing, like, you know how you have those jobs where you're like, I'm here because we need to pay someone to be here, and so sometimes you're not doing anything because it's not as busy. So, yeah, that's what I'll be doing because I can't do homework while I'm at work. I mean, I can, but I can't. The stuff that I want to do might be more difficult. Honestly, I could totally break. I'm glad that I said that out loud because now I can get more homework done. I'm gonna bring some of my homework to work. But we might be busy, who knows, whatever. Anyways, so, stuff and things. Yay, fun life series. Enjoy. I probably will end up making, for the people who asked, I know several of you left your little anatomical heart emoji. Thank you. Glad you liked it. I'm glad you want more vampires. I'm probably gonna do a handful of videos about this. I would say max 5. We'll see. Depends on if there's interesting stuff. I would say it's probably gonna end up being like 3. But as for retrospective analysis, the people in the comments are correct. Cleo is the most interesting, retrospectively speaking. That's not true. In my humble opinion, Abolish is the most interesting, retrospectively speaking. But I've yapped enough about him that I don't think that there's that much more to say. But I'll probably make the video anyways at some point, because this is me. This is me we're talking about. What do we... You know me. You know I like abolished. This is a known fact about myself. But Cleo is probably the one I'm definitely gonna do Shelby because I promised. And I'm probably gonna do Cleo because that's really interesting. I think what I'm gonna do is watch her entire POV back with the vampire code that she posted in my hands as well. And take account of who breaks the rules. That's the plan. But that's a Christmas break plan, not a still doing finals and stuff plan. So, gonna go work on that. Have fun. I've tried to end this video like 8 times, but that's okay. That's about usual for me. Usually I have to try and end it at least 3 times before I actually end it. That's just how these things go, okay? Yes, but I do actually have to go. Have fun with the live series. If you want to help me, leave information in the comments. Thanks, but I can do it myself. It's just if you want to make it faster. Alrighty. Have fun. Merry Christmas, I guess. Probably 2 more live series videos. One about the boats, and probably one after episode 2 where I try and predict who's gonna win. Yeah. And sort of take account of social dynamics. I don't know if there weren't any teams as far as Green didn't team with anyone, but I bet there's at least 1 or 2 teams. The issue here is that it's more relaxed, and so the teaming is probably gonna happen next episode. If there's official Handshake Alliance teams, also leave those in the comments so I can watch one of their videos. Please and thank you. I mean, I'm obviously gonna watch at least 5 POVs or so. That's generally where I sit. I try and watch 1 person from each team, but if there aren't any teams, I'm probably gonna have to poke around quite a bit. Yeah. So if there are any people who have actually made an official alliance, also leave them in the comments. Also, anyone who's here, spoilers obviously for like everything, and it literally came out like a couple hours ago. Yes, I'm crazy, but I do have things to do today, so I need to do this now because I need to do things later. Yeah, so obviously spoilers in the comments, so like if you don't want to be spoiled, don't look at the comments. I don't know why you're watching this video and not the other POVs. Like, go do that. But yeah, Merry Christmas. Have fun with the live series. I've tried to end this video like 10 times at this point. Do I have an outro? I was gonna look for an outro. See you in a couple days. I will be more active next week because I don't have classes. It's just finals, and I only have like 3 of those. And that is like, and they're mostly like doable and chill. Today is my crunch day, so I need to go. So that being said, I will see you soon-ish. I really like this series. I'm probably gonna stream at least 2 more times this month, just because then I can get pictures and things. Again, you'll be seeing me more next week. This weekend is crazy for me. Anyways, peace and love. Ideas for outro in comments, or just like free ball it every time? Because if I don't have one, I'm never gonna end any video ever. And some of you might like that, but I don't think the rest of you like that. Again, I highly recommend watching my videos on like 0.5x speed or 0.25x speed. I do it myself. Yeah, so who got the most questions right? Is anyone teamed? Outros, ideas, question mark. Anyone else that you would make an argument for having a really interesting POV retrospectively, other than Shelby abolish Cleo, because those are the ones I think I'm gonna do, because yay. I don't know when, but when, not today. Not today. And maybe in a week or 2. Things are happening. Okay. Yes. Let's see. My intro is, hi, hello, it's me, I'm back. Bye, goodbye. It's not me. I'm gone? No, that doesn't work. Feliz Navidad.